Hey everybody, shalom and greetings from Jerusalem Jane, up close and personal. I just got home and I just sat down and I'm just so happy and grateful and excited, almost bringing tears. And I just decided to jump online to share my excitement with all of you because of all of you, I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm still here in Israel. I just got something. Look at this. Yes, I just picked up my new visa here in Israel. The Israeli government approved my visa application, one more year for Jerusalem Jane in Israel. And this is a brand new passport. Look at this. Look at the pages, all empty except one more year for Jerusalem Jane. Let me back up a little bit. Many of you have followed me for many years. Some of you joined later and you know exactly who I am. You know my story and how I literally have put my life down for Israel and for the Jewish people, stepping out in faith, arriving here with one suitcase, not knowing anybody. What an incredible journey it has been. The guy who gave me this visa today, he says, wow, it's been 10 years. And I said, yes. And I love Israel. I love Israel. And he was like, why? So I just shared my heart a little bit. So I am unbelievably grateful for this new visa. And I would not be here today if it wasn't for all of you amazing people around the world. I have been a little bit quiet, as you know, seeking God, stepping back, seeking Lord for what's next for me. And in this season, I've been waiting to, of course, find out if I would get the new visa. I have given my heart and soul for Israel for so many years, just being one person, just speaking my heart out, heartfelt video updates, heartfelt live broadcast for so many years on my big Facebook page, Israel One Nation. Faithfully just using God said, what you have in your hands, doing what I'm doing now, speaking to you from a small phone. It has been incredible. I cannot begin to tell you how incredible it has been. Also very hard and emotional. The terror attacks that I have covered, the dead children, the dead grandmothers, the shooting, the stabbings, the rockets, the arson attacks, Jewish people being lynched in the streets, the ballistic missiles, and then came October 7. It has been a privilege and it has been an honor. But after so many years doing all of this by myself, that chapter has come to an end. Something that I have known for quite a while, that my desire of doing better, being stronger and bolder, and reaching more people, being more effective, how to move forward. So I have been pulled back and having time with the Lord and the people closest to me about what's next for Jerusalem Jane if my visa was being renewed. So I will get back to that after Shabbat in the beginning of next week, what I believe is next for me, how to move forward here in Israel now that my visa has been secured. But allow me to just share with you what happened today, because it's quite a journey when you are putting your life in God's hands and say, let your will be done in my life. And it's a teamwork, you know, many times we need God to do things in our life. And that often happens when we take a step of faith and we say, God, here's my hands, take my hand and lead me and guide me. And when you do something for others, so I'm praying these things, just saying, God, just really lead me and divine appointments and the open doors in what I believe God has put on my heart, how to move forward. So something happened today Normally, the Ministry of Interior, they call you and saying, you know, your visa has been approved, you can come and pick it up, but I hadn't heard anything. So I just decided I'm just gonna go there and see. So when I head out the door this morning, I just missed the bus. It just passed as I'm walking out my front door. But there was a reason for that. So I go over to the bus stop and I'm waiting for the next bus, and I can hear something behind me, and I turn around, and it's this dear elderly grandmother, a dear elderly lady, who is literally going through the trash, opening up the trash to collect empty bottles. And when I saw that, God immediately spoke to my heart to bless her with money. So I take out my backpack and I take out my wallet, but then I can see that my bus is coming. So I quickly grab the bills and I turn around. I want to bless her with this money. I knew God put on my heart to bless her with money, and she's gone. So I'm like, God, I want to be obedient, but I can't see her and the bus is coming. But then it was not my bus. So I look around and I see her, and she's now going through the trash, another garbage trash, looking for empty bottles. And then she looks up, and out of nowhere she just walks towards me. So I go over and I just take my hands and I put the money in her hands. And she looks at me and I just said, God bless you. And she looked at me and she hugged me and she said, God bless you. My name is Esther. And I said, my name is Jane. God bless you. And she just kissed me on the cheek. There's so many poor people, especially elderly people in this country. And she hugged me and she left. And I'm not saying this because I gave her money. It's not about that. But it's about, I missed the bus. There was a lady who had a need. I could meet that need. And she didn't have to tell me her name. And she did. And out of all her name was Esther. So God really used that to say, as there was a Queen Esther for such a time as this, I know that for such a time as this, God still has things for me to do in Israel. Great things to stand united with Israel and the Jewish people. So I was just so encouraged from that little encounter. And then I went to the Ministry of Interior. And altogether, I was nearly there for 2 hours. There was not a lot of workers. But my visa was approved, and 1 more year for Jerusalem Jane. So I just had to share this because I'm just so grateful for such a time as this. I know God has more for me. I got my new visa. I was able to bless a lady. Her name was Esther. And I believe that after I have been doing everything by myself for so long, it's too hard. And professionally also, things need to change moving forward. So now that my visa has been secured, in the beginning of next week, I will go out and speak more about what I believe God has put on my heart to do next, starting 2026 in January. And I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need provision and co-workers and everything, but I'm stepping out in faith like I have done every single day for the past more than 10 years here in Israel, and God has sustained me through amazing people. So I want to end this video by saying thank you to those of you who believed in me, loved me, encouraged me, prayed for me, and supported me financially for the last 10 years. Not one paycheck, not $1 from any of the thousands of video updates, articles, live broadcasts, no monetizing of any social media or anything. Simply just living here by private people who are saying, how can I send you? I want to sow into you out of my paycheck, out of my small pension, That's how I have been here for 10 years. And I want to honor you for that today. I want to honor you for being with me on this journey. The female, non-Jewish, non-Israeli, single woman giving her heart and soul for Israel for 10 years. So new visa for me. In the beginning of next week, I will go out and share with you what I believe is next for me for such a time as this. Bye.